Hello and welcome to another video from TW White and Sons. Okay, so here we have the CX5 and this is the 2-litre petrol SE-L Nav presented in the eternal blue. Okay, so I just want to give a little bit of background history on the car. So we sold this car new in June 2019. We just took it in part exchange a couple of days ago, and it was from a very good customer of ours who's just changed it for another CX5, just gone for a more sort of up-to-date, newer version. And if I just give you a quick look around the car, just one of the things I kind of wanted to show off on this this video is how nice the car is and what the kind of condition is. A lot of the time we get cars come into us and there's a little bit of work that needs doing to them. You get your sort of scuff mark around the alloys, your sort of pin dent here and there, and this is how the car came into us. As I say, took it in a couple of days ago. We've not done anything to it whatsoever. It's just been kept beautifully, literally nothing to do whatsoever. And if I just give you a quick walk around the car, and there you can see it's got the reversing sensors down there. And I just want to give you a quick look inside the boot, give you an idea of the space and size in there. Nice big boot, plenty of space in there. And if I just show you underneath here, so before I do, normally the cars come with a it's like a puncture repair kit. It's an inflation kit. They don't come with spare wheels anymore. However, previous owner had a spare wheel fitted to the car, which is a nice touch. A lot of people would certainly prefer having that than a puncture repair kit. So it's a nice thing that comes with the car. And if I just quickly show you inside the back. There you go. So it's got it's like a very smart sort of black cloth upholstery, really nice, and it doesn't look like the back's been used all that much. Quite often you do get some sort of wear and tear around the edges where people are climbing in and out of the seats. You might start to get a few creases, but there's literally nothing at all. It's been kept really, really nice. And if I just draw your attention to the ceiling as well, it's got the nice sort of, I don't know, like stony cream upholstery on the ceiling, which brightens up the look quite a lot, rather than having it sort of quite dark and dim. Does certainly make things a little bit brighter. Now if I show you inside the car, and there's a couple of things that I wanted to show you as well which don't actually come standard with the SE-L spec, but this car does have. So first of all, if I just show you down here, so you've got the automatic wing mirrors. I'll give you a little demonstration of those. So this button here, if you press that, they'll fold in like so. And then what you want to do, leave it so it's central in the middle, just like that. And then when you lock the car, they'll automatically fold in. Gives you a nice indication that the car's locked. And then just down here, so you've got some of the safety features. So you've got your iStop. So for those of you who are not familiar with iStop, it's the same as stop start. When you're at the traffic lights, the engine will turn off, and then when you put your foot on the clutch, it will start again. So it's one of those kind of default buttons. Whenever you start the car, that's automatically on. You can turn it on and off if you wish to. And then next to that, you've got your lane departure, which is this little button there. So essentially what that does, if you're on the motorway, or if you're just on any road for that matter, if you go over the lines in the road, you might feel the steering wheel tug slightly. It might make a sort of beeping noise or a vibration noise. It's just telling you to move back into the lane, and the car thinks you've kind of drifted off. And then you've got your traction control to the right of that, and then just down there, standard, you've got your parking sensors. Now, one of the things I love about this car is I never used to really like using cruise control. When they brought out the radar cruise control, it's certainly very handy. I love using it. And essentially what you do is, if you're on the motorway, let's say you're doing 70 miles an hour, you can set your speed using these buttons here, very simple to use. And then you can actually set the distance between yourself and the car in front, which is a really nice thing. I think if the car in front slows down, your car will automatically slow down with it. And then when they speed up, you'll go back to the speed you initially set it to. I can't tell you, I use it all of the time, especially on the motorway nowadays, where you've got these sort of restricted limits where you can't go over 50 miles an hour. I find it very useful for that. And a couple of things that I wanted to point out, which that they don't normally come standard on the SE-L spec, is for one, it's got the Apple Carplay and the Android Auto. So one of the things I like about that is the car obviously does come standard with a Sat Nav, which is very simple to use. It's nice and clear. The only sort of thing I would say is it's not got the best traffic updates on there. So if you're like me and you like using Google Maps or Waze, you can certainly use that. Plug your Apple Carplay in. So literally all you need is a Apple phone charger, and then you want to plug it just down here. So that top USB there with the phone icon next to it, plug it into there, and it will come up on the screen on the display here. It will ask you if you want to activate Apple CarPlay. Hit yes, and then you can sort of stream Google Maps, Waze, along with many other apps. You've got Spotify on there, WhatsApp. Yeah, very, very helpful thing. You know, I like to use it quite a lot. And if I just go back to the home page, so I'll give you a small demonstration of the Sat Nav that comes standard with the car. There you go. And what you want to do, you want to go to the flag with the plus sign just there, find address, and then you want to go town or postcode. And if I just put our postcode in, so it's BR5 2LF, Leeson's Hill, navigate to, hit start. There we go, and it's really simple. As I say, it's quite easy to use, and you can see from the picture it's very clear. The only sort of downside is the traffic updates, which you can certainly use with the Google Maps and the Waze on this particular car. And another thing that doesn't come standard with the SE-L spec is they come with the reversing sensors. They don't come with reversing cameras. However, the previous owner opted to have a reversing camera fitted to the car, so I'll just quickly show you that. There we go. So it's got a reversing camera. So it's a little bit more, you know, a little bit more special than a just a standard SE-L. There's a few nice things that don't come standard. And then if I just show you down here, so you've also got your dual climate control. So you've got the on-off button there, and then that one there, which is just drawing air from outside. If you're stuck behind, I don't know, lorries kicking out, you know, all that sort of soot, black smoke, whatever the case might be, you can press that button there and it will just circulate the air inside the car. And then you've got your rear heated window, which also heats the wing mirrors as well. And then you can also, if you wanted to have them different temperatures, so you've got, I've set it to high on this side, 26 on that side. If you want it the same, just press sync and it will match what's on that side there. And then just down here, you've got your shortcut buttons. So fairly self-explanatory. You've got your entertainment there. That will take you back to your home page. Navigation. This little star button here, that's your favourites. You can save your favourite contacts, radio stations, locations, things like that. And then you've just got your back button here. Now, you've got the auto electric handbrake. So if you're not familiar with how that works, I know it's new to a lot of people, quite simple to use. Think of it like a normal handbrake. So what you want to do is put your foot on the foot brake, and then to release the handbrake, you just press that down, and you can actually hear it in real life. You can hear the brakes releasing. Probably won't be able to pick that up on the video, but you can tell it's off because the orange light's gone off. And then when you're parking, what you want to do is put your foot on the brake again, lift that up, and you can always tell it's on when the orange light's on. And one of the nice things is you don't need to use the handbrake whilst you're driving. For example, if you're on a hill and you're stuck behind cars or traffic lights or anything like that, all you do, pop it to neutral, hold it with the foot brake. When you go to put it into first gear to get the biting point, the car's got hill assist, so it will actually hold the car for around sort of 5 seconds, so you won't roll back, so there's nothing to worry about there. And then just down here again, so you've got your 2 USBs, your auxiliary cable, and that little thing with the orange label sticking out of it. Probably won't need to use that. That's where the SD card's located. So whenever you get the car serviced, they'll normally do some sort of media update. You can update the maps. You can simply open that up and pop the SD card out, and you can actually update the maps on your computer. There you go. And if I just give you a quick look in the back of the car again, and you can see there's plenty of visibility out the back. However, you do now have a reversing camera, so that certainly helps assist with parking. And I've actually printed out just here the previous service history, so you can see we actually registered the car on the 17th of June 2019. It was then had its first service with us in 2020, and it was last serviced in June 2021. So yeah, it is coming up to being due another service, which we will certainly do before it goes to its new home. And if I just step outside the car and give you one last look on the outside. There we have it. So as I say, very happy to have this car on our forecourt. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us here at Orpington, TW White & Sons, myself or any of my colleagues will be more than happy to help, and we hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.